So hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. Perplexity AI is building a browser of their own. And it's not just any browser, it's a browser that will specialize in tracking users. And the CEO has been very open about it. And that is where it's just it's surprising that the CEO of an AI company is so open about the fact that their browser and their entire system will be designed to track users. And and this is scary at the same time because, even though we've grown used to the fact that browsers are free, whether you're using Chrome, Edge, Firefox, whatever, browsers are usually free. But what most people don't understand is that you are the product. In this case, you will be the product for an AI system. So let's get into this. This is the article is by TechCrunch, and they interviewed the CEO for Perplexity AI. His name is Arvind Srinivas, and he said this week on the TBPN podcast that one reason Perplexity is building its own browser is to collect data on everything users do outside of its own app. This so it can sell premium ads. So right off the bat, he's saying, right now we cannot track people that are using the internet beyond our system, but this browser will make sure that we can track their movements and we can track their habits even when they're left our app, which means that their app is tracking you as of since it was even designed. And so it was designed to track people to begin with. So that's point number one. Because if you're using Perplexity AI, you basically paying them to get tracked. And so everyone keeps emailing me, hey, use Perplexity. Have you used Perplexity? And I've told them, I've used Perplexity. It's a great AI system. But, I have my reservations about how they're getting their data. And I suspected, and I was not sure about this, that Perplexity AI was tracking its users, and it was even going so far as to read the user's browser history. I don't have proof about it. I spoke to some people who said that was indeed the case. And now they're taking things one step further because a lot of browsers, especially if you're using Safari, blocks this kind of thing. And so if the website attempts to do that, you will be alerted and you can block that from happening. So you're still going to pay for Perplexity AI and probably you'll pay more for it. But in doing so, you'll also become Perplexity AI's product. So he goes on to say this kind of one of the other reasons we wanted to build a browser is we wanted to get data even outside the app to better understand you, Suryaman said, because some of the prompts that people do in these AIs is purely work related. It's not live, it's personal. So right off the bat, they're saying, we want personal data. We don't want people who are just using Perplexity AI for work because that's boring. That's not great training data. We don't really learn anything about people from that. But when we track people on their dating sites, track people on their try to find, the best place to have a pizza, that is when we really know people, who they are. And our AI systems can be trained on that. And that is absolutely mind-boggling. He said, and work-related queries want help the AI company build an accurate enough dossier. So he's pretty clear about it. That he wants to build a dossier of everybody that uses Perplexity AI. On the other hand, what are the things you're buying, which hotels you are going to, which restaurants you are going to, what you are spending time browsing tells us so much about you, he explained. So, he's not hiding it. He's not, sugarcoating it. He's saying, we're going to build a browser that's going to track you, and we're going to use the tracking data to build our AI systems to approve it so that we understand you better. And for what? Well, one of the reasons he said is to sell you ads. Say, we plan to use all the context to build a better user profile, and then maybe through our Discover feed, we could show some ads. So of course, it all boils down to advertising. I don't know how much different this is from Google's ecosystem. I don't think it's one step further. I think they're doing exactly what Google is doing because Google's Chrome browser also tracks you and it tracks you in so many different ways. Um, but this is just doing the same thing. It's just that they're very open about it. And so Google has been doing it. They build a browser, they build an operating system that specifically does all of this. So Perplexity is attempting something similar in the mobile world, and they're also probably gonna have something like Android rollout and their partnership with Motorola. That has not become public. They're also in talks with Samsung to build an operating system that will go on Samsung phones. And so basically, they're following Google's footprint because they want more data. And obviously, Google doesn't share its data. So they want to pull more data, more personal data. So not just data, they want personal data. Who you're related to, what you like eating, what time you wake up, where you go. And so if you wear like a Google Watch, for instance, Google already knows through its Android watch system that what you're doing on a daily basis, what time you wake up, what your heartbeat is, what your health is like, and all of that information Google already has. So all it needs to do is just put that into its AI system, which it has probably already done, and now it has you by the you know what. Can't really do anything about this because if they put out a browser that clearly says, you know, in the terms of service, that by using this browser, you are okay with us tracking your data, collecting it, storing it, feeding it to our AI system, then legally you can't do anything about it. And usually it's in so much legalese, and most people don't even want to read it. Most people don't even understand it. So you could end up just giving all of your data to Perplexity AI, like you already have done to Google, like you already have done to so many other systems that are out there. So this is just going to be another one. Let me know in the comments below what you think about being tried by an AI system, and if there will be any benefits to it. Will you see personalized ads? Will you see, something that will help you improve further or whatever the case may be? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy ranking.